Good evening, my name is Misa Shibukawa. As you can see, I'm from Japan. I have an architecture office in Vienna called Shibukawa EDER Architects, together with my partner, Raphael EDER. Our collaboration started since we used to study together in Tokyo. This installation somehow represents our interest for space. We put airplane seats in the living room with a computer screen next to it, showing a video sequence of an airplane window. Here we found a new relation between the seats and the wall to make a new experience in the living room. Our interest in architecture is to change space by creating new spatial relations. So the characteristic points of the given conditions are always a resource of our design. And we want people to experience something unexperienced. Now, for example, this is a design for a museum in Innsbruck to exhibit a 360-degree panorama painting. This building site was on top of Bergisel with a nice panorama view over Innsbruck. So we focused on the relation between these two panoramas to design the building. First, we placed the exhibition space under the earth, and we suggested introducing a moving platform which brings visitors down to the middle of the exhibition space to observe the panorama painting. Then we put a glass cylinder with the same diameter as the painting on the ground level, containing a cubic exhibition hall in the center. So the visitors can enjoy the real panorama view by walking around the continuous entrance hall and the cafe area. This project was to transform a top floor of an old factory into a penthouse. The most characteristic points of the original space were its linear proportion and the simplicity. So the space is 25 meters long and with big windows to the south. In order to keep the atmosphere of the space, we planned the house as one continuous space without any corridor. All the facility spaces are arranged in a linear way in the north, so all the living space can extend to the terrace in the south. And since the outside level was higher than the inside, we also played with a height difference to define space without walls. Nowadays, the computer became a part of a living room, so we designed a 7-meter-long counter, which is kitchen and a working table at the same time. This is a project for a competition. We were asked for a new definition of the typology of terrace housing. So the task was to create as many apartments as possible with roof terrace quality. But the given urban regulation only allowed block run the bound. So instead of making a north-oriented block with bad light conditions, we used this volume to fill the inner courtyard with 2-story houses, like in the section in the middle. So our concept was to start with one surface which has only roof terrace quality. And by folding it into a half-pipe shape, we could fit all the apartments in one united form. And we could reach that all of them have their own private outside space. This project is a winning entry for a competition we made together with Karakanzade Sambichler Architekten. It's in the city of Salzburg and now under construction. It's a logistics center and storage for milk production, milk products. The big issue was how to make the urban relation between the street and the huge building, which has virtually no windows. So we came up with a 140-meter-long facade with the same height as the surrounding to keep a human scale. And then we suggested a 3-dimensional milk facade to give a clean and modern image and an identity to the company. To get a rhythm on this long facade, we used perforated metal sheets and created a pattern which was found on the surface of milk in vibration. By thinking of this facade, I got the idea to make a lamp, like a three-dimensional picture on a wall. When I was small, I always loved to learn origami from my grandmother, so I made this lamp by hand, and it's made out of one big piece of paper. This is a competition entry for a mobile kiosk to sell concert tickets. The task was to make a typical box-shaped kiosk, but we cut the box in 5 pieces and made a folding wall which contains lots of functions like information boards, seats, and so on. We found the mobile wall as an urban instrument very interesting because it can divide squares or change or accentuate directions. And it provokes and interacts with urban space. Now, in the end, I want to show that all our work is a result of lots of research and experiments. These are model photos of just one project. And we always make lots of models to find the best solution out of all thinkable possibilities. Danke für die Aufmerksamkeit und für das Verständnis, dass ich auf Englisch gesprochen habe. Wir nehmen an den Architekturtagen im Mai teil und würden uns sehr freuen, wenn ihr auch bei uns vorbeischaut. Vielen Dank.